everybody, and welcome to Route 7 Railway. I'm Steve. This video is just going to be a short introduction into my new channel and why I'm doing it, what's happened recently in order for us to get here and where we go next. Why I'm doing it is because I've recently come back into the hobby after about 45 years plus, and I'm doing it for people to see the ups and downs of actually doing a layout from scratch, but coming from the point of view of somebody who's just come right back into the hobby and is basically a complete novice because of the way technology's moved on and all things like that. The first thing I found out coming back into the hobby was that I know nothing. I don't know anything. I know very little about the technology of the hobby, how to set it up, anything like that. I'm quite handy with my hands. I can build things and stuff like that, but the actual details of the hobby is completely new to me. Another thing I've been impressed with is the knowledge and the friendliness of all the people I've met so far. It's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The knowledge is outstanding, and the quality of the work that people are doing is just outstanding. In fact, it's quite daunting, to be honest, quite daunting. My story is that about a year ago I decided to get back into the hobby. I picked a room where I was going to do it, this room in fact that we're in now, and that was going to be great. I had plans for a layout. I'd sort of decided on what I was going to do with it and how I was going to set it up, and then what happened was I decided to sell up. So that put a stop on everything really, because I didn't want that to interfere with the selling of the house and all this, that and the other, all the usual things that we all know about. So the actual building of the layout was and Route 7 Railway was put completely on hold. But what happened to me was that I went into complete collector mode. It's a bit of a thing with me. I really have to stop trying to collect things, but in this case, I didn't want to. So I'm working on a budget, and I wanted to model in 00 and HO. Why? Simply because I like them. I like HO stuff, I like the variety, I like the 00 gear because it's easy to get hold of and it's not too expensive. But I'm working in the second-hand market a lot. So, a lot of the stuff I've got was things like locos that were non-runners, and get them running again because I'm quite good at things like that. So I went into full collector mode and I started collecting locos, rolling stock, bits and bobs basically. And 12 months went by, and I was getting so frustrated that I couldn't lay any track down, couldn't run any trains, that I've decided, even though the house is up for sale, I'm going to build a temporary layout, and I'm going to build it that you can fold it away. And I think that'll do for now. So what we're going to do together on this video, on this channel, is we're going to go on that journey together, see where I make mistakes, see what works well, and hopefully have a bit of a layout at the end of it, which then can be either transported to my new place and then developed into a better, more fixed layout, or keep it going here, whatever. It just doesn't matter really. As long as I can get some track down and get some trains running, that'll be fine by me. One thing before we go any further, I just want to say that I'm hoping to get better at all this video stuff, technology-wise and presentation-wise, and I'm sure I'll get into it soon. But it's all a bit new to me, and I'm finding it strange, really, standing in front of a camera, basically talking to myself. But let's hope we can develop that together too. So, what we'll do now is that I'll break away and I'll take you on a quick look around the room so that you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Because it's easy to stand here. Well, it's not easy. It's okay to stand here and talk about stuff, but to get an actual image of what I'm talking about is better. So bear with me, and we'll go on our little walkabout. Right, here's the room that we were talking about. Right, see it better. I don't know if that'll work. Anyway, right, as you can see, it's quite a narrow room, but it's a long room. And the idea was for the layout to go in this area here, right along that wall, and it was originally going to go along under the window and back this way. And I had plans about taking it down, right down this wall, right along this wall here, to the door somewhere here, and either keeping it as an end-to-end there, or actually cutting across the room, and with a drop-in board and coming back onto the other side. So as you can see, that was where it was going to be. And as you must have clocked on the floor there, that's I got some boards. And the reason they're cut like that, they're cut into, that's an 8x4 cut into 4. The reason I got it like that was because the car I had at the time, that's all I could fit in it. But what I plan to do now for the temporary fold-away layout is on this wall here, I'm going to mount it at normal height so that it folds up against the wall where the mirror is. And so what will happen then is I'm going to, obviously the mirror won't be there, but when it's folded away, I'm going to have it all painted up so it sort of blends into the wall, and that I will mount the mirror and maybe a couple of pictures on the other side of it, so that when it's up against the wall, it actually just looks fairly innocuous. That's the plan. Whether it turns out like that, I do not know. So that's my plan, and that's the room, and that's how it's pictured now. So let's see what it looks like in a few videos time. I hope people out there can maybe make suggestions for me, nice ones of course, and maybe some ideas about how to hinge it, how to fasten it, how to hold it up, all bearing in mind that I don't want it to look like a great big piece of horrible wood stuck against the wall with legs on, hanging off. I want it to sort of blend away into the wall as best as you can. And we can do this together, I'm sure we can. And it'll be fun. Even the building, just building it will be fun. So, well, I'll break away now, and I'll speak to you again in a minute. Right, and welcome back. Before we go on, I just want to also mention about what things helped get me back into the hobby, and it was watching YouTube. Just by chance, I was, the way you do, flicking through YouTube channels, watching rubbish, and one day I dropped on the Budget Model Railway channel, and what struck me the most was that there was this guy and his lad working together, having fun, building railways on a budget, using their skills and having a good time doing it as well. And I got into that, I watched them, and then from their channel I actually got into other channels like Jason at Barnabas Junction, New Junction, and Cottesmore. They were the ones that I really got into first, and there are others which I'll mention in other videos, but they all sparked my interest and my desire to build stuff and do stuff. So that's where we're at. when I mentioned before about buying second-hand stuff, what I found is I was buying stuff on eBay, and a lot of it is quite expensive, as you all know. So I took a punt really, and I bought a few non-runners or ones with faults. When I got them, I watched YouTube, a couple of guys like that guy on John's Amazing Trains. How good is he with the electronics and things like that? And he hasn't been back on for a while, and I hope he's okay, and I hope we see him again soon, because he inspired me no end. I got 9. Sorry, I tell a lie. Out of the 10 of them, they were faulty or non-runners, and I got 9 of them working. And the satisfaction I got from that was just amazing. And what I did, using videos off John's Amazing Trains, I started having a go at some of the electronics, and building stuff, building circuits with the stuff that he was showing how to use, and I found that really interesting too. So what I did was, some of the locos that they're old and things like that, even though I got them running and was made up, I took them apart and I put some cab lights in them, and I even got them to be directional cab lights. So I was just so pleased with myself that I got all these things working, that it spurred me on to do even more. So what I plan to do is to do, I'll call them sort of like tabletop sessions, where I can film me taking something to bits, finding out what's up with it, and see if we can get it going. And it'll be from scratch, and we'll see if we can get it going. If I can't, I hope you'll be able to send me suggestions that might help me go back to it and get it going again. So let's hope we have some fun together, and I'll sign off now, and I'll make another video when there's something to show you, and we can move on together. So let's have fun. Let's have fun together. And always, one thing I'll sign off with is always try and do the right thing by people, and you'll always find that they'll do the right thing by you. And as if by magic, the Christmas decorations have gone up. I just wanted to wish everybody a really Merry Christmas and a fantastic 2020. I've just been watching some of the footage from my video. I really need to get better at this. Hope to see you soon. Bye.